So however, SonarCube do practice, however we are going to cover in our project SonarCube. I think there was a slight change with the Java version only. We installed Java 11 instead of the Java 8 because SonarCube Community 7 is supported for the Java uh, 1.8 of JDK only, but we are going with 11. Then need to be installed one extra feature of plugin there. I'm setting up that, no issues in that. So now coming to the Docker, a very very important tool. Okay, Docker is a containerization tool. After Docker came into the market, everything got changed. So Docker is a, you can say, a revolution. Okay, so virtualization. What is exactly meaning by the virtualization? See, for example, if I take your laptop or your system as an example, so this system is a Windows operating system. Okay, Win operating system. But I want to use this system as a one more system. Like I want to use this system as a Linux system, Linux operating system. How can I use this too? So I cannot use, right? So to use this kind of configurations, we need a virtualization. We need a virtualization. How can we? So you can download VMware. There will be a VMware software. I think everyone is aware about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a VMware 16 Pro is the latest version right now. So what this VMware software will do? Once you install the VMware application in your system, it will going to enable your virtualization or hypervisor. In Windows, it is called specific name with the hypervisor, but in all operating systems, the global name is called virtualization. Okay, so once your VMware application installed, what it exactly do? It will going to enable on top of your Windows OS, like here. It will create a space on your top of Windows OS. So here, your virtualization machine or your VMware application will give you some options to configure another operating system. Then it will give you a list of options. So which RAM do you want to use? How much memory you want to use? What kind of configuration you want to configure? So you can do here. Okay. So if my system is 8 GB RAM and 512 MB, then I can apply 2 GB RAM here or 100 GB here. Okay. Sorry, 100 MB. 100 MB here. So like this, in this customized configuration, you can use Linux operating system on your Windows operating system. Means on the same system, by using same base configurations, you can able to run one more operating system. So this is a virtualization. So here what is the advantage? You no need to buy any other system or a server or a operating system. It is very easy to configure your another mission in the single mission only. So this is a virtualization. Even virtualization is doing this much of giving you advantages. Over these advantages, Docker is given. Docker is a containerized based tool. Okay, containerized based tool. What this Docker will do, for example, I'll tell you. So this is my server. Okay, this is my server and my server is 8 GB. Okay, now there is a Linux operating system. Linux operating system. So here I'm going to run one container or run one application. I want to run a one application. What I'll do? I will come and I'll deploy app one. Okay. When I deploy app one, this app one is creating only 2 GB. So my server is 8 GB and my app one is 2 GB. If I want to deploy this app one into my 8 GB server, then my server will act for or serve the all the things, all the configurations to my app one only. And this server will have one IP address. This server will have one IP address. So with this IP address, I'm able to open this app one which is running in my server. Okay. Now I want to use one more app or okay. So this app is consuming 2 GB out of this 8 GB. What about this rest of the GB? Okay, Linux operating system taking 2 GB more. Okay, and there's a 4 GBs left. What can I do with 4 GB? Waste of space, right? Waste of space inside my server. So I'm not able to use also, but I'm paying for this 8 GB. Like per month, I'm paying a 20,000. Okay, just assume as a per month I'm paying 20,000 for this 8 GB server, and I'm only able to use my app fund of 2 GB. So if I want to use 2 GB server, there is a no server is available inside the AWS or inside the Azure or where. Okay. So there's a minimum 8 GB. So there's a 4 GB is waste of space only, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, bro.
Getting the concept?
Yes, yes, bro.
Okay. So here 4 GB is waste. I want to use this 4 GB because I'm paying for this server. So you can use Docker containerization tool. So when you use Docker, when you use Docker, so this is a Linux operating system or Windows operating system. On top of this operating system, your Docker daemon or your Docker engine will going to enable. Remember these two words. When you install Docker, Docker daemon, okay, Docker daemon. Daemon means engine or engine will going to enable on top of your operating system. Docker is going to use base operating system and it will support to make a virtual running instances of your container high level definition. Okay, but you can tell in a simple manner also, simple pattern also. It's a containerization tool. We can run a containers in any of the operating system by using base operating system. Okay, now once I install the Docker, now I can run app1, I can run app2, I can run app3. And how can I run this? These are the containers, remember the words. These are the containers. So to run this container, we need a Docker image. Here it will be the image. And this image and these containers are a very less MB, like 100 MB, 200 MB, 50 MB, 6 MB, like this. And when it is running the container, it hardly use less than 1 GB. Less than 1 GB, less than 2 GB, you can run 3 containers. Or less than 4 GB, you can run 3 containers. So is it saving your time and your space, your money also, right?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So these are the containers. Okay, this is a container. And now you can access app 1, app 2, app 3 in the same server with same IP address, but there is a slight change. For app 1, IP address colon 80. Port number you can change. Here it is 20. Here it is 40. So when you enter 20, 80, 40, it will redirect to the app 1, app 2, app 3. If you not specify any of the port number, it won't show anything. So this is the Docker functionality inside the server. So to compare this thing, this technical stuff with the general stuff, the logo is ship logo. Okay, the logo is ship logo. What the ship is doing? The ship is carrying the containers to the destination, from source to destination. Okay, so what exactly inside the containers? We don't know. See, all the containers are not going to carry the same stuff. They're going to carry different stuff, right? In one container there will be vehicles. In one container footwear. One container timber, or one container cars. One container. Say there will be some iron in one container. There will be a clothing, like this, right? Every container is going to carry different, but all the containers are placed on the Docker ship, sorry, on the ship, and the ship will be going to uh, transport these containers to some destination point, right? So here we can assume, or we can let us assume as a, this ship is nothing but a Docker. Okay, so the base ship is operating system. On this ship is nothing but a Docker. On Docker, we are placing containers. So how this container is called? Every container will have one name with code, right? With code. So you can, if you go to the harbor, and there you can find multiple containers. Every container will have a ship code and with some tag name. Here also same. So this container we are running. This container is nothing but, every container is a one application. If you can say, this is Flipkart, this is a Mintra, this is a Nykaa, or this is some other, okay, like this. But how it is running, on what base these containers are running? If you can see inside this container, why we are calling, I'm calling this container as a clothing container, a clothing goods container, and I can identify with one ID, right? That ID is nothing but IP address, and inside this container there is the goods, right? That goods is called Docker image. With that goods only I can pack this container, right? With that image only I can run the container. Getting my point?
Yes, yes, bro.
So this is a Docker. If you having a no confusion in this explanation, don't listen anything outside, or don't compare anything. Just whatever I said right now is a perfect thing for you. Okay, perfect definition. So if you listen any other and you assuming them, you will be confused. This is a Docker. This is a Docker architecture, how the Docker is designed.
Okay, bro. Actually, pretty much understand. Understand.
Pretty much లేదంటే మచ్చ.
అర్థమైంది బ్రో కానీ అంత కొత్త.
ఓకే, ఏం లేదు. సి అశ్విని, జస్ట్ Ashwini, did you get the point of this
Yes, sir,
concept?
I understood, sir.
You understand, no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll tell them in local language. Just okay, don't mind.
Yeah, I can understand Telugu, sir.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ashwini, are you Tamilian?
Yeah. Sir, you know Tamil? At least little bit.
Yeah, I can understand Tamil, but coming to like speaking, I can't speak like that much fluently, and
Ah,
I forgot some lines. In your batch also there is a girl from UAE, and
okay.
they are in they will going to shift, and someone from Australia, and they're
Oh,
referring our recordings, but I don't know their language, but they listen to my English.
okay, okay. Okay, sir, you can speak, sir, I can understand.
ఓకే. యాహ్! ఇప్పుడు ఏందంటే ఈ షిప్ ఉంది కదా బ్రో!
ఓకే బ్రో.
ఈ షిప్‌లో మనం కంటైనర్స్ పెడుతున్నాం. కంటైనర్స్‌లో కొన్ని స్టఫ్ ఉంటది కదా! గూడ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా! ఆ
కరెక్ట్ బ్రో.
గూడ్స్‌ని డాకర్ ఇమేజ్ అనుకో. డాకర్ ఇమేజ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ డెవలపర్ కోడ్.
ఓకే బ్రో.
డెవలపర్ కోడ్‌ని మనము కంటైనర్‌గా రన్ చేస్తున్నాం. కంటైనర్‌గా రన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడే అప్లికేషన్‌గా బిహేవ్ అయితది. అప్లికేషన్‌గా బిహేవ్ అయితది అంతే. సింపుల్. దీన్ని స్పేస్ సేవ్ చేయడానికి మనం యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో, ఇక్కడ చదివితే నీకు అర్థమైతది. ఈ టెక్స్ట్ డాక్యుమెంట్ నేను రాసింది.
కంటైనరైజేషన్ అనే టర్మ్ కి యాక్చువల్ మీనింగ్ స్పేస్ ని సేవ్ చేయడం కోసం యూజ్ చేస్తారు అంతే కదా బ్రో?
కంటైనరైజేషన్ అంటే సో ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ లెస్ ఎంబీ ఇట్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ అండ్ ఈజీ టు మూవ్, ఈజీ టు కాన్ఫిగర్ అదనమాట. కంటైనరైజేషన్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆన్ ద సేమ్ బేస్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ యూ కెన్ మల్టిప్లై యువర్ స్టఫ్
ఓకే.
అండ్ రన్నింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ కంటైనర్.
ఓకే బ్రో.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు VMware నీకు ఐడియా ఉంది కదా!
నో ఐడియా బ్రో. VMware.
ఓకే. VMware ఓకే. సో ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పింది అర్థమైంది కదా! లైనక్స్, విండోస్ ఆ
అదైతే
సిస్టమ్.
అర్థమైంది. అర్థమైంది బ్రో.
అదే VMware అన్నమాట. సో ఆ
ఓకే.
VMware మీద ఎట్లయితే మనం 2 ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్స్‌ని ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకుంటున్నామో అట్లా సర్వర్‌లో డాకర్‌ని ఇన్‌స్టాల్ చేసుకొని ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
If you can see, hypervisor is heavyweight hardware, CPU, memory, hard disk utilization అన్నీ. It's not easy to move. But coming to containerization, Docker install, Docker daemon, containers. Containers are nothing but operating systems. It is lightweight and it will going to use less hardware utilization, easy to move, less utilization of hardware resources. We can see. So first, I'll tell you some important components inside the Docker. Docker key components. What are they? Docker image, Docker container, Docker hub or Docker registry. We can call it as a two. And if it is in the AWS, ECR, Elastic Container Registry, and if it is in the Azure, it is Azure Container Registry, or if it is in the GCP, uh, Google Cloud Registry, sorry, Container Registry. Okay, so what is this container registry? We will discuss about this. And coming to Docker file, I'll tell you about this Docker file also. Docker architecture. Let me tell you Docker architecture. Architecture is client server architecture. Client server architecture. See, this is a client server architecture. If you can see, this is a client. Client is nothing but our laptop is a client. Okay, we are giving instructions by running some commands. And this is a Docker host. We are running into the Docker host. Okay, Docker host. So this Docker host, see, once Docker host is nothing but a Docker server, you can say. So once the Docker is enabled, you can say Docker daemon is enabled. Docker daemon, we can use images to run as a container. See, this is a Ubuntu operating system image, and we can run as a container. You can run as a container. You can run as a container. But from where you got these images? From registry. Docker Hub is nothing but nothing like GitHub only. How we are placing our code and pulling the code the same way. Docker is for images. Docker images. It is a hub. It is a hub. So this is a open source hub. To want an enterprise hub or a premium hub, you can go for the AWS, Azure, GCP. That is Elastic Container Registry, Azure Container Registry, and Google Container Registry. Okay, so if it is in the Google, so this is AWS, this is the Elastic Container Registry. See, this is the Elastic Container Registry. There will be a repository, registry, public repositories. So if it is in the Azure, see symbol also you can see. This is a container register in the Azure. So you can able to create here. So in the Azure, and my GCP account is disabled, I think so. Let me try. Open. Container register. So this is a container register in the Google GCP. So you can see the difference. Everything, the underlying structure, the underlying concept is same, but the names are different between these three clouds. Getting? And I'll show you what are all services will available in between these three clouds. Only name convention is different, but everything is same. Okay, don't worry, you'll go. I'll explain all. Google also having 500 plus products. You can see here, find deploy over 4,500 products in marketplace. Google is supporting, but the thing is, Google is charge you more. Okay, see, so inside only you can enable CI/CD. So this is Google CI/CD DevOps things, cloud build, container registry, source repositories. It is like this like GitHub. Okay, this is like S3. So this is like Jenkins. Okay, this is also this too is a Jenkins. Okay, okay, this is Git and this is Docker Hub. Getting my point?
Yes, bro.
And come over here. So Azure is having two things. Okay, Azure Portal and Azure DevOps Portal. Azure DevOps Portal. So DevOps Portal will be like this. Azure DevOps Portal. कहाँ गया? Azure portal is different. Azure DevOps portal is different. So this portal is meant to this two. Okay, IaaS and PaaS, and this portal is meant to only SaaS, Software as a Service portal. So you can see boards like Jira, repos like GitLab, GitHub, pipeline like Jenkins, test plans like Selenium, artifacts like Nexus. That's it. No other tool is going to be involved here. Coming to AWS. See, code build, code commit, source like Git, Git, Nexus. These are all Jenkins. To understand these services, you need to understand Jenkins. So you means what we can do by the Jenkins? Sandeep, Panil, Ashwini.
Continuous deployment.
Inka.
We can build job in Jenkins.
Jenkins is a which tool? CI/CD tool, right?
Continuous integration.
Continuous delivery deploy tool. Okay, so Jenkins is do CI/CD. We have done also CI/CD. CI we have enabled by integrating Maven. We created a package. We deployed into the Tomcat by Freestyle and pipeline jobs, right?
Yes, yes, bro.
So those kind of activities, no need of install the Jenkins in third-party server. So that kind of same services, that kind of same things are available here in the AWS with these services, in the Azure with that services, in the GCP with these services, with these services. See, integrate and deliver continuously. Okay,
Then
so
why why you are using other Jenkins and all, bro? Then we have this.
before these services introduced into the market, Jenkins is a competitor to all the services. Jenkins is a open source one. Did I paid any single rupee to download Jenkins?
No, bro.
But in Azure I need to pay. In GCP I need to pay. In AWS also now we are using Freestyle, but after that it will go into charge. But Jenkins no, and it is very flexible, easy to integrate with any of the tool. There are open source plugins are available. You can trust Jenkins, and it is very secure, very flexible, more advantageous to build and all. Okay,
Okay.
so most of the organizations, most 70% will use Jenkins in the market. Okay, getting
Yes, bro.
okay then. Now let me show you the Docker Hub. I showed in three. Right now this is a Docker Hub from own official Docker site. So this is a Docker. Just go and register here. See, build and ship any application anywhere. Docker Hub. Just let me sign in. It's same like your GitHub account creation. Just give your mail ID and password. So this is my hub. So what is the use of this hub? So if you go here, explore, there is a section available left side, products, trusted content. Okay, so you can see images. These are all our images. Okay, these all are images. You no need to pay a single rupee to use these images. See, you are having your laptop. Okay, you want to install a Windows operating system. What you'll do, you will get that operating system free. No, right? You have to pay to your software center somewhere. Then only you'll get. But it's coming to servers. For every server you need to pay. Then it's not a good thing. Okay, nobody like can't be affordable that much for everything. In Docker is giving latest one. All images are latested images free. You can use them. You can use them and you can run as a container. This is a database. So this is a database. This is a proxy tool. Ubuntu operating system, Python, Postgres, Redis database, Apache database, Node.js, MongoDB, MySQL. Okay, other all MariaDB, Docker, Rabbit, Hello, OpenJDK, Registry, even WordPress also, CentOS. Even you can use Jenkins from this container, SonarCube container, HAProxy Linux container, Amazon Linux VM also available here. See, Tomcat also available, Maven also available, Vault also available, Zookeeper, okay, Gradle, Cassandra database, important database. So like this, see Jenkins. So we are doing installation manually, right? No need of install, configure, and everything. Start and start. No, nothing. You can just call this image and run as a container. Jenkins will be run. If you can see, this Jenkins is used Jenkins.Jenkins LTS. I think this should be updated. 4 years ago updated. There's a problem in the Docker Hub right now with the Jenkins. 4 years ago updated they are. They need to be updated. See, all the are recently updated 8 days ago, bugs and everything. So Jenkins they are using, uh, see, deprecated. Now it is not supporting properly this image. I think they need to find a new image and need to upload. So like this, we can. There are some many like images are more like 65,000 something. More images were available. So this is the Docker Hub, and these all are not available in the GCR, ACR, and ECR. This is a Docker official is giving. Those registries are the private registries. So now you are going to use these images, but your application wants to containerize. Then uh, your code is your organization code, right? You don't want to be do that. You don't want to be reveal outside, right? So you can use ACR, GCR or the private registry for your organization. There only your organization images will be available. No other images. Nothing. అక్కడ మీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఇమేజెస్ మాత్రమే పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఇట్లా ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, మీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ సంబంధించిన ఇమేజెస్ డెవలపర్ కోడ్తో ఏవైతే డెవలప్ చేస్తారో అవి మాత్రమే పెట్టుకొని యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా?
got it.
సో ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా అర్థమైతే మీకు రేపు ప్రాక్టికల్ అర్థమవుతుంది. ఓకే, మీరు డాకర్ హబ్కి వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోండి. నేను ఒకటి చెప్తాను, ప్లే విత్ డాకర్ ఆన్లైన్ టెర్మినల్ జిసిపి క్లౌడ్. ఇక్కడ మీకు లాగిన్ డాకర్ హబ్ లాగిన్ ఉంటేనే అవుతుంది. ఓకే,